Hello and welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So I have here another pen for review. This is a Armando Simoni Club pen, and if you've watched some of my other review videos you will know that I have quite a few Armando Simoni Club pens. Well, this is not one of my pens. This is on loan from me from John at stjohnspens.com. So I'd like to thank John for the loan of this pen. So I think let's take a look at this pen. It comes in this outer cardboard box, and if I lift the lid up there you will see another box. So let me take that box out, and here you will see a herringbone style box with a little tassel here. Now this box is magnetic, so that is a magnet there. So let's unbox the pen, and here you will see an Armando Simoni Club Bologna extra pen, and you will see no compromise. Our pens are 100% handmade in Italy and we are proud of that. And if I remove the pen to start with, you will have a pen bed there, and you will have a number of other things. You'll have an Armando Simoni Club warranty card for the warranty of the pen. You will also have a little statement here from Armando Simoni Club, and then you will have a booklet, and this booklet goes into the detail of Armando Simoni Club. And we also have it in Italian there, just in case you are Italian. The founder, Manu. And then some of the pens that are here within the collection. So you will see quite a few pens here. And I have to say that I have quite a few of these pens. So I think there's also a statement here as well, that we believe in making great pens. We believe beauty in the essence of each pen. We insist only in excellence, attention to detail and craftsmanship is what we strive for. So if I put those away, and we have the pen, and this is a pen that's floating on really a sort of bed of air, or a bed of plastic. So if I open this, it's a magnetic closure. And then here you have the Armando Simoni Club pen with an ASC tassel here, which I will remove. And then you have the pen, and this is an Armando Simoni Club Bologna Extra, and this is the green Saft. Saft in English means soft, so it's a soft green. And this is pen number 11. So these are not limited editions, they're special editions. None of the majority of the Armando Simoni Club Bolognas and other models from Armando Simoni Club are special editions. So although they're numbered, they will not be a limited number range, as in a limited edition of 50. There are some that are, but most of them are just numbered. So this is the ASC Bologna Extra, and you can see here this green is a really nice green, captivating green. Now this is the material that Omas used to use in many of their models, and those were with the Saft green celluloid, which is what this is. But you can see here how the green, it's more of an olive sort of green with some black veins that run through it. But then you have these really light green areas that just, when they hit the light, they just come to life. And for me, I like this. I had a royal blue, and I still actually have a royal blue Lucians as well, in the similar material. It's just a blue instead of a green, and I do like the material. It's a very nice material. So this is a celluloid material, and I think I'll show you the cap finial because there's no actual cap, it just comes to a point. And the same with the filling knob, although there is a hole there, and there's a reason for that because this actually has a pneumatic sac inside. So the idea is to fill this pen, you unscrew this and pull this pneumatic filler out. You put your finger on here and you plunge it down like so, and then you let your finger off, and then that creates a vacuum, and then the ink or water will rush into the sac that is inside it. So for me, I like these pens a lot. I like them for their beauty. I like them because of the size and weight, and I also like them because of the nibs that they have. And this is an ASC Magic Flex nib, and you'll see there's no nib designation on it. It is a medium nib, but it writes more like a broad nib. But I like the size of these pens, and I like the weight of the pens. For me, they just feel natural in my hand. So I also like the celluloid, and I am a sucker for celluloid because I do have a lot of celluloid pens. Celluloid is very difficult to manufacture nowadays because ultimately celluloid will catch fire very quickly. So it has been banned in manufacturing from most Western countries. You can still make it, you can still store it, but you have to be extremely careful. So celluloid is really a material that is going away, and that's why a lot of collectors like to collect celluloid pens. Now, obviously you have the Magic Flex nib here. You also have an ebonite feed here, which is a very chunky feed. And the reason why I like these pens are that they are very, very fire hose wet, and that feed holds a lot of ink. Now, you do have a little bit of a step here between the threads and the section. The section is quite small. Now, you do tend to actually touch the threads when you're writing. It doesn't bother me, but there is a slight step down there, and you do feel it on these ASC Bolognas. But it never bothers me when I'm writing, and a lot of time I will actually hold it up here more around this sort of band, Greek key band. There is a little step down here as well from the main body, but again, that doesn't bother me at all when I'm writing, and I tend to write. A lot of time I will write with my fingers down here on the section, and sometimes I will write with them up a little bit higher. But for me, this is a great pen, and I just do love these ASC pens. I just love that material. I love the celluloid and just how it comes to life. So I think with that, let's do a size check, a weight check. We'll do a pen comparison, and then we'll do a writing sample. So the length of the pen, we are looking at about 160 millimeters in length. The cap is around 73 millimeters in length. And then we'll do a check from the tip of the tines. We are looking at around about 147, 148 millimeters in length. So as you can see, that is quite a large pen. Okay, we'll do a weight check. Now, the full weight of the pen, uninked, we are looking at just under 58 grams. So it's not a lightweight pen by any stretch. The weight of the cap is light though, at just under 12.5 grams. And then the weight of the pen uninked is just under 39 grams. So it's not a lightweight pen. It's not the heaviest pen that I've ever had in my collection. I have a lot heavier pens. And I have tried heavier pens as well. But it's a pen that I find is comfortable. So I think let's do a comparison with other pens. So from left to right, we have the Armando Simoni Club Bologna Extra Wild. We have 3 Armando Simoni Club Bologna Extra Arco Verdes in the gold trim, the rhodium trim and the gold trim again. We have the Armando Simoni Club Bologna Extra in the green Saft. We have an Armando Simoni Club Bologna Extra in the blue Le Royale. We have an Armando Simoni Club Il Gladiatore. We have an Armando Simoni Club Bologna Extra Arco Brown. We have an Armando Simoni Club Bologna Extra Africa. And then last but not least, we have the Armando Simoni Club Bologna Extra Black and Gold Lucians. So, let's do a writing sample. So, we have the Armando Simoni Club Bologna Extra Green Saft. Now, it is an 18 karat gold medium nib, so it's a medium 18 karat gold, and they call this a magic flex nib. It does have some flex here that you can see, but it's not what I would call a full flex nib or a modern flex, or even anywhere close to a sort of a vintage flex. Now, in terms of line variation, it is putting down a medium line. Now, I can coax a lot more out of this though, so this is where the term magic flex comes from. So you can see here that some of these nibs will flex a lot, so you can apply pressure. Now, I wouldn't want to apply too much pressure though, because you can spring the tines on many nibs, especially the nibs that are a little bit more flexy or bouncy, so you do have to be a bit careful. Now, the ink in here today is Rohrer and Klingner, and it's Alt Gold Grün, which is a lovely almost sort of olivey green sepia style ink. In terms of wetness, let's have a look at the wetness here of the ink. You can see here that even that smeared quite a lot, so I think you can see that that is a very, very wet nib. So that in itself is a fire hose of a nib. I do like these nibs. I like how these nibs write. They write very well. What do I like about the pen? Well, I like the size, I like the weight, I like the wetness of the pen, I like how smooth the nib is. For me, it ticks all of my boxes. So there's nothing that I really dislike about this pen. It's a great pen. So I'd like to thank John from stjohnspens.com for the loan of this pen for review. You can catch John on Instagram at stjohnspens, or also at stjohnspens.com. John also goes to all of the UK and European pen shows, so if you do get a chance to check him out at a pen show, go stop by his table. So again, I'd like to thank John for the loan of this pen for review. So that's my review of the Armando Simoni Club Bologna Extra in the green Saft. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye bye.